it going, folks? This is Wayne Hart, back with another lesson, and we've got a stone cold classic today. That's Entertainment by the Jam. This is also a great beginner song. There's obviously the more seasoned players, you can put the strumming pattern in, make it sound a lot more like the song. But it's actually a real great beginner song as well. There's only 4 chords that you need for this song. I have done this one before, many years ago. I think I did this one about 5 years ago. So I thought I'd do a sort of an updated version because I do think it's a great beginner song as well, doing it this way, the capoed up version. So without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, so the song is in standard tuning, but as you can see, you're going to want the capo on the 3rd fret, okay? And as I said in the intro, this is an ideal beginner song because there's only 4 chords in it. And I'm also going to give you a bit of advice of how to change chords as well. So the first chord you need is a G. Now you notice I'm doing the 4-fingered G there. That's going to be your first chord. The second chord is an E minor 7, okay? So basically, all we're going to do is do like an E minor. Keep the 2 fingers where they are, and we're going to do like an E minor shape. So first finger's on the 2nd fret on the A, relative to the capo, and the second finger's on the 2nd fret on the D string, okay? Then we're going to take an A minor 7. So those who aren't familiar with that, take a regular A minor, we're just going to take the 3rd finger off, and then we're going to go to an F major 7, okay? Now I think it's quite nice to do an F major 7 with a C bass in. So if you take a regular F major 7, all as that would consist of doing, we'll be moving the 3rd finger to the 3rd fret relative to the capo on the A string, little pinky will go on the 3rd fret on the string below on the D string, okay? And it's basically a bar on each chord. So we start off, we've got the G, E minor 7. This is the intro. Then we go to an A minor 7, to the F major 7, back to the G. The police call and a screaming siren. You might have drilled and ripped up concrete. The baby wailing is straight out howling. The screecher breaks and the lamplight blinking. That's A minor 7 to the F, does it twice in it. That's Entertainment. Back to the G and the E minor 7. Okay, so at the end of every verse it does that, on that's Entertainment bit, that A minor 7 and the F sort of twice round. And then we go back into the G and the E, and then it carries on into the verse again. So the only time that changes, at the end of verse 4, where you do that's Entertainment bits, and we went into the, the little, before we get into verse 5, we'd have the G to the E minor. It's going to do that 3 times round. And on the 4th time round, we go to an A minor 7, then to the F, and then back into the G. Waking up from bedrooms and smoking cigarettes, and then at the end of that verse, we just do a G to an E minor once, and we go into verse 6. And it also does that, what we just talked about, at the end of verse 6 as well, in the outro, which on the recording goes into a fade. So I think it's nice to, we just did downstrokes and we ended on that E minor 7 at the end. Okay, so before I talk about the strumming, for beginners, I'm just going to talk about the chord changes. So if you're new to this, I think this is an ideal sort of beginner song, and it's a great song to get down anyway. So from the G, a really easy change. All we've got to do is move the 2nd finger underneath the 1st finger. That will be on the 2nd fret on the D string, relative to the capo. So we can keep the 1st, 3rd and 4th finger where they are. Use them as anchor fingers, so that's a really easy change. Going to the A minor 7, we can keep the 2nd finger on as an anchor. Just keep that where it is, and then just put the 1st finger on the 1st fret on the B, relative to the capo, and we're into the A minor 7. And the A minor 7 into the F major 7. If you were just doing a regular F major 7, we keep the 1st finger where it is, and then obviously we could drop the 2nd and 3rd finger on, or a little bit harder if you're going to drop all 4 on and get that C bass in. But like I say, the G, all you've got to do is move that 2nd finger underneath the 1st finger. Keep the 2nd finger on where it is, twisting into that A minor 7, and then keeping the 1st finger where it is, going into that F major 7. And if you are a beginner, I think it really helps using anchor fingers, and so you're not, finding yourself, between chords. Where do I put my fingers? It really, really speeds your chord changes up. Right then, so strumming wise, I think it works perfectly well if you are a beginner, just, you know, playing it straight, just a down, up. What really makes this song is the little push that it does on the G, and it also does it on the A minor 7 as well, so it's like a... So basically what that is, every time you go onto the G chord, it's a quick down, up, down. Down, up, down, and then you go into straight strumming, so we got this... down, and then same on the A minor 7. Down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, so quite tricky, but I think that's a great one to practice, and that is pretty much all you're going to need. Okay, so thanks very much for watching. I hope you all loved that. What an amazing song, and I think it's one of those standards. If you play an acoustic guitar, probably this and Wonderwall you've got to be able to play. And this is, you know, even for beginners, I think it's quite an easy song to play. But what a song! What amazing lyrics to this song, you know. And I still can't remember them all every time I sing it. I have to have the lyrics in front of me, but this is an amazing song, so I hope you all enjoyed that. If you've got any other requests for any other, not just jam songs, I've done quite a lot of jam songs. If you are a jam fan, if you want to go and check those out, a lot of the obvious ones are there. But if there's any that you'd like, or anything in particular, 60s to modern day, doesn't have to be a jam song, you can either comment in the post below, or a good way to reach me these days on social media, so on Wayne R Guitar on Facebook, Twitter, and now also Instagram, which I'd appreciate it if you gave me a like on those platforms anyway. But that way you can send me a personal message, and I do always reply to messages. You just got to respect. I get hundreds of requests, so I do sort of have to hemp them a little bit. But don't let that put you off. Please do keep them coming. Thanks everyone who's subscribed. Thanks for the your continued support. I really appreciate it as always. If you are subscribed, you could do me a little favour and hit that little notification bell down there, so you get notified every time I post a video up. And another way that you could help me, word of mouth, I think, is a powerful thing. So obviously spread the word if you're a fan of what I do, and you got some friends who might, dig the same thing, either beginners or someone who's been playing for a while and you need a little bit of inspiration. Please, point them in my direction. So that just leaves me to say have a great morning, day, night, whenever it is you're watching, and I'll catch you all for another lesson soon. Take care.